What is up, guys? Welcome back to a Destiny 2 video today. Man, that feels super good to say, and I'm pretty excited to talk to you guys about this today. I'm sure you already know the update 1.1.4 rolled out, and I'm just going to give you my straight up initial thoughts. I played this game for a few hours today, and I'm also going to start by saying I'm like a lot of you guys. I stopped playing this game. I ultimately decided that I was disappointed, and I switched over to Fortnite. Like, that's all I've been doing. I hadn't touched this game in ages, but I got kind of excited for the update, so I decided to give it a try, and I'm just going to give you my initial thoughts. Right away, like, I'm not disappointed. I heard what the devs were doing with the game, it made me excited, and I didn't get let down. The PvP was changed the most, I would say, in this update, which I'm cool with because I'm a PvP guy, and I know a lot of you guys are too. The game is way more fast-paced now. And it's a combination of a lot of things. Like, I heard that they were going to speed up your movement speed, and while I supported it, I didn't think it was going to change that much. But honestly, it does. Like, you can do so much more with this new movement speed. Also, they basically buffed all weapons to kind of bring a faster time to kill. All that together makes the gameplay a lot better. 4v4 I actually enjoyed today, whereas before I just kind of hated it. And you really can make plays. You know, they said in one of their recent videos, I believe it was Josh Hamrick that said, you know, hero moments are back. And really they are. Like, I was able to get quite a few clips in just like an hour of gameplay recording. So the subclasses all feel just way better. They've also, in case you didn't know, they made it so your super comes back faster. So now you almost always get at least 2 supers per game unless you suck. I'm not sure if you can get 3, but still 2 is an improvement. And just lots more abilities. You feel like a guardian. You know, you feel kind of like Destiny 1, but also, you know, we're not just normal guys. We have these powers, and now with the update, you're using them a lot more. You're seeing a lot more of this crazy, you're using the light. And I really honestly like that. It separates the game from a lot of its competitors right now. Just makes it a lot better in my opinion. Basically, a lot of the supers got buffed also. Like, I was a big fan of the Arc Strider before the update, even though, like, you know, it sucked. It was underperforming compared to other classes. Now, it's crazy good. They buffed its movement speed, its dodge speed, how far you go, how far you hit. Like, ultimately, if people are running from you, you're still going to track them down. You feel like an acrobat, you feel like an Arc Strider. It's a whole new super to kind of master, but it's dang powerful. Also, the Dawn Blade, this super is crazy good now. And it just, again, had more boosts to speed and stuff. The super was improved as well as other supers for the Titan class. Ultimately, I really am enjoying the, you know, just all these buffs, all the changes. And I like, you know, seeing these classes that were just kind of meh before, like, really they're powerful. So also, Rumble is back now. This is a huge improvement. I'm super excited to see it return, and ultimately, I had a lot of fun in it. The only problem with it I've seen, and this might be the only problem with the whole update in general, I've seen people debate about just kind of whether or not there should be 8 people or 6. 8, I think there's good because it's chaotic. You've always got someone to kill. There's always people. So if you get really good at Destiny 2, you're always going to have someone to be shooting at if you're in Rumble. But I do kind of understand where people are coming from when they get the argument there should only be 6 people. I kind of agree with both sides, so I'm excited to see what Bungie does with this. But they've already acknowledged, Cosmo already acknowledged, like, spawning problems, how you're spawning on the map, and said that the devs are already looking at improving that. That's super good. And I would just rather have an 8-person Rumble than no Rumble at all. Like, don't get me wrong, this Rumble isn't really bad. I've just heard that it could be slightly better with 2 less people. But I still really like it. I'm super happy it's in the game, as well as Mayhem. I'm glad that that's in a rotation now, and we can experience that more, because that made the game really fun back during the dawning or whatever. So the 2 new modes, PvP. Also, there was the new strike-specific or Nightfall strike-specific loot. This is pretty much the only non-PvP stuff, and I haven't got my hands on it yet. So if you have, let me know. Make sure to tell me what you're thinking of that loot in the Nightfall strike. But ultimately, I think it's a really good addition to the game. So here's the deal with this update. My final verdict. It's really good for PvP, and it fixes that side of Destiny 2 that needs fixing. So for me in Destiny 1, this is a good example. My end game was PvP. Like, I didn't have any more weapons to chase after. I had good loot. I had my setup. And Like, I told myself my end game was if I ever get as good as KJ Hovey, like, that's when I know I'm done. And that's kind of returned now because the Crucible is more fun. Like, I can enjoy this, I can make plays. So if Crucible is your end game in Destiny 2, you will have fun. You have reason to kind of return to the game because, you know, you'll have fun. You'll make plays now. Also, the competitive playlist, it's changed, but I kind of like it. You know, I'm seeing a lot more diversity, a lot of different play styles and flanking without the radar. So if you play the game for PvP and like you don't have problems with loot or anything like that, the update's great. Come back and play, because honestly that's what I'm going to be doing. But the other side of the problem with Destiny 2 is just kind of the loot, and they've already addressed fixing this, it just hasn't been fixed yet. So don't get me wrong, this update does not fix the game completely, but it is a really good step in the right direction. I really had fun, and I'm going to start playing this game more often again, which I'm super glad that I'm saying that, because I was really worried that I would never say that again. So anyway, make sure to let me know what you think. Again, if you like PvP, this update's for you. If you don't, and you're a PvE guy, it's still pretty good because this update affected you. But if you're just waiting for random rolls to come back, and if you're waiting for other problems like that to be fixed, it hasn't happened quite yet, but they're working on it. Anyway, make sure to tell me what you think. This is just my opinion, but I honestly want to know yours. Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Also, make sure to follow me on Twitter and Twitch at Hackman42. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll make sure to see you guys next time.